Now, the rounds of storms that we're seeing following Elsa, it's going to make for a mess, especially if you plan to be at the beaches, potentially dangerous situation. For more perspective on that, we want to bring in an expert on beaches, beach safety that is, Wyatt Werniff, a spokesperson for the American Lifeguard Association, joining us now from Florida at Cocoa Beach. But beaches, you know, from Florida all the way up to the Northeast, Wyatt, dealing with this tropical system. What's your message to people in the Northeast who maybe have plans tomorrow and this weekend at the beaches?
Well, thank you. We have a very important message. Of course, number one, always check the Weather Channel before you go out, people. And what we want to share with you is keep an eye on the conditions. When there are warnings about rip currents, definitely abide by those warnings. Do not go into the water. We have rip current conditions. They are very threatening. They're being impacted by this storm, and they're making them worse. We have what we call a recipe. Onshore winds about the same time that the tide's going out, and we need you to stay out of the water. So look for those warnings.
What's the best way to determine when it's safe to go back in the water? Because just looking at the water doesn't always tell the whole story, does it?
You're absolutely correct about that. Looking at the water does not tell you everything. Again, look at the Weather Channel. They actually will put up the warnings for the local areas. Look at your lifeguards, your fire departments, your information centers. They have warnings everywhere. We have a sign out by the road saying warning rip currents. And the most important thing is educate yourself and pay attention to the warnings.
And Wyatt, how are tropical systems, whether it's a tropical storm, a depression, or hurricane, how are those different than just a windy onshore day at the beach?
Well, they make things a little more severe. Their rip currents are dangerous no matter how you look at them if you have the right conditions. But because when a storm comes in, they ramp that up and make it stronger. And that's what we're experiencing here, where we would normally have a pretty decent onshore wind with the currents going out causing rip currents. They're being magnified because the winds are stronger from the system that's in the area. And you know, just don't go in the water if it's like that, people. I mean, you come out, enjoy the beach, look out for the dangerous weather with lightning, and don't get caught in the thunderstorms and stuff like that. But it's just a time not to be on the beach. And we warn everyone, always swim near a lifeguard. If possible, they will let you know what's safe and what is not safe.
All right, Wyatt Werniff, thank you so much from the American Lifeguard Association. We appreciate your time and perspective.